So the Western door of perception. Within that door, it opens up for you to see your dreams, feel your dreams, and know where your dreams need to be put. When I say put, we have a cellular memory. This cellular memory, we don't store our memories in our brain. We store it in the cells of our body. That is its purpose. And the actual skeleton that you have is the biggest data storage device that you have. Your actual skull cap, that which encases your brain, is actually has a crystalline structure within the center matrix of the bone from the way it grows. And that is actually where your actual dreams and hard memories are stored. And the brain is an access machine and uses that. There are times that when you are in intensive dream and you come out and that data area is completely full, and it must move that information to another part of the body. And after a while, one part is here, one part is there. And that's why you go through these sudden rememberings at times. People will say, oh, I haven't thought about this person in forever, this person forever. It's because the cellular memory became active. There was enough blood flow in a particular area that triggered something that needed to be what I call put back in its place because the code had gotten so long. I liken it to like the Microsoft bloatware that just makes the system run very slow. And the same thing can apply to the concept of the human being because we are a data processing machine. The skin suit that you wear is the technology. The dreaming world is the infinite energy. The finite energy comes into the body. And where we cross over from our dream world to our physical world is where you can learn about the mechanics of how your dreams are stored. When you learn about the mechanics, you understand that few moments you have in infinity to the point where your conscious mind accepts finite concept is where you're downloading this information from your processing brain and understanding heart into the physical body that your cellular memory is. So that is the ultimate concept about the Western doors. Where is this information being stored in you? What techniques do you need to learn to access it? One of the first techniques is to challenge yourself when you first wake up in the morning. Can you identify if you dream? Can you stay in dream time? Can you hit the snooze button and fall back asleep and continue your dream? When you're in those states, you are processing infinity, quite literally, because your brain is moving at a much significant faster pace, as well as your heart interpreting that understanding, because the brain itself is trying to identify points in space and time. And in infinity, there are no points in space and time in the dream world. The mind creates this world so that it can perceive it and understand it. When you work with Dreamtime societies, they create a foundation for the brain to function in. This is commonly called mapping the pathways of past, present, and future shamans. When they map these pathways, what happens is your soul group has connections to that point. And when you have connections to that point, you're allowed in there to begin the brain perception outside of your body in your dream world so that you can process, learn. This is where you meet your totem guides, your animal medicine, your spirit guides, because they've set up the environment so you can process it, so you can learn communication in that world. That communication is where you're speaking from your heart and your mind is in perfect sync with your heart because you're in that infinite mode where the heart is connected to the fullness of the spirit world. When you are in a child in the very beginning of your womb, the very first thing that comes forward is your heart as a fetus. Nothing else. Think of that. Your heart is the first thing. Inside the heart is a piece of brain matter, actually, the very first concept of your brain. And as your body expands and you make a spinal column and a head, that little piece of heart separates into two, and a new brain is formed by the time the baby reaches 20 or 30 weeks. So bring that concept. As the dream world infinite you that has found a mother and a father, you've gone in, you start as a heart. As you expand out, your spinal column, your throat chakra, your brain, and your crown chakra are formed, and they're all still linked to your heart. This is the perception of the Western door.